The Holy See will make an important contribution for the restoration of two of the major shrines of the Holy Land. The announcement from the Vatican was received with joy and gratitude by the custody of the Holy Land.
È un contributo che avviene attraverso.
This is a contribution made through the involvement of the Vatican Secretariat of State and through the Congregation for the Oriental Churches.
Per le chiese orientali. Il valore è di $500,000.
The cost for the completion of the restoration work at the Basilica of the Nativity in Bethlehem is $500,000. An equivalent amount of $500,000 will be made available for the second phase of the work that we anticipate at the Holy Sepulcher. The work of restoration of the edicule is now completed. A second phase should involve the intervention in the area that surrounds the shrine.
In una seconda fase dovrebbe esserci questo intervento nella zona che sta attorno all'edicola.
The restoration work in the Basilica of Bethlehem began in 2013. The works at the Basilica of the Holy Sepulcher started in 2016.
I lavori nella Basilica della Natività a Betlemme sono cominciati prima perché sono iniziati nel 2013.
The work in the Basilica of the Nativity in Bethlehem began sooner in 2013. We know that this is a very complex project as it involves the renovation of the entire roof cover which was once made of lead. All the internal work related to the restoration of the truss is a huge project and requires great professionalism. An enormous restoration work was performed on the most artistic pieces. We all remember the rediscovery of the seventh angel who points to the manger.
Delle parti più anche artistiche, e tutti noi ricordiamo la riscoperta di questo settimo angelo che ci indirizza tutti verso la mangiatoia. Per quel che riguarda i lavori al Santo Sepolcro, siamo addirittura d'arrivo con.
As for the work of the Holy Sepulchre, we are in the final straight for the ceremony for the completion of the consolidation, restoration, and rehabilitation stages. The rehabilitation was the first phase and also the first one planned. These were fast projects because the agreement was signed on March 22, 2016, and the ceremony for the completion of the work is to be held exactly 1 year later on March 22, 2017.
I lavori è a distanza di un anno esatto, il 22 marzo del 2017. È un lavoro svolto nel luogo più importante.
This project was performed in the most important place for Christendom because the shrine of the Holy Sepulchre preserves the rock on which Jesus was laid after his death, the silent witness of his resurrection.
Dopo la sua morte, silenzioso testimone della sua risurrezione.
Both contributions will be made available through the custody of the Holy Land when the agreement will be signed with the Greek Orthodox and the Armenian communities, the two other Christian churches involved in the project.
In questi luoghi noi, prima di tutto, sperimentiamo la grazia, il dono che.
Here we first of all experience the grace, the gift that God has specifically given us in these places. But we also try to make them accessible so that pilgrims can have an experience of faith. This year, in fact, will be the 8th centenary of our presence here in the Holy Land. Therefore, this is an opportunity for us to thank God for having brought us here and having preserved us through these 800 years.
800 anni e custoditi lungo questi 800 anni. Ogni volta che noi ci prendiamo cura di questo luogo, anche attraverso.
Every time we take care of this place, even through a physical restoration work, we make everyone aware of the importance of this site for all of us, because this place changed our history and is fundamental to our faith and our hope.
Di quanto quel luogo sia fondamentale per la nostra fede e per la nostra speranza.